Hello there. So in this video, I'll be featuring two of the things that the first one is how we can install the Multicollab plugin and activate the plugin. And secondly is I will provide the demo of the all of the premium features that Multicollab provides. And so once you have purchased the premium subscription of the Multicollab plugin, you would be getting an email notification with a welcome mail, and in this welcome mail there will be a plugin download link as well as the key that is needed to activate the plugin with the premium plan. So let's begin. So once you have downloaded the plugin, so you need to go into your admin panel, then go into the plugin, add new, upload the plugin, choose file, and choose whatever the plugin file that you have downloaded. Click on open and then install it, and then click on install now to install the plugin. So the plugin has been installed now. So here we can see that there is this activate plugin button. Click on it, and here we land on this Multicollab setup wizard. So just click on continue here. So if you enable this option, it provides us some of the basic info of your site, that is the URL and the WordPress version, the PHP version, the theme that you have been using, the Multicollab plugin version, whatever the Multicollab plan you have activated, the Gutenberg version, and other things. That will be very much helpful to debug the issue that has been reported by you that you are facing while using a plugin. And if you don't want to share any of the information, just leave it as it is. Don't enable that, and just click on continue. So here on the next step, you will see that there is this introductory video of the Multicollab plugin, which features some of the features of the Multicollab plugin that you can use. So feel free to watch this video. And now when we click on continue, you will get this another screen. So here you can provide us from this options, you can select and let us know that from where you got to heard about the Multicollab plugin. So this is also completely optional, you can leave as it is. And here you can visit our following social accounts to get updates about the plugin. And now here when we click on continue, here we get this. So in this you just simply need to add your key, the license key that has been provided in the welcome mail. So I'm using this license key. Click on this activate license button, and if the key is valid, it will show this particular prompt that the license key is activated. And when you click on done, it will redirect it will redirect you to our dashboard here, as you can see. So I had activated the VIP plan of the I've activated the VIP plan of the Multicollab plugin, which is the highest plan that Multicollab offers. So in this here you get this following settings in our dashboard. First one is this dashboard, then this reports, licenses tab. In this licenses tab, first we go into the licenses tab here. So in this you can see whatever the key that you have activated to activate your plugin. You can see the expiration date of the key, you can see the plan name, the license status, expiration again, and the number of activations. So and also you can visit your if you are logged in, then if you click on this my account button, it will redirect you to your to the dashboard of the account here. So now if we move on to the settings option. So there are few settings provided in the Multicollab plugin. So this is the first of all, these are all these general settings options. So first of all, I'll explain all this one by one. So when you here we can see that hide the editorial comments column on the post lists. So what if you enable this, what this setting will do is that it will remove this particular column from the post menu. So if I show you, Here we can see that there is this editorials comment column displayed when we activate the plugin. So now when I enable this setting, it will simply, if I reload this post, it will simply remove that editorial comment column, and this is what this settings does. Sorry, this was, yeah. And for the second setting, here you can see that in this info board, here whenever you add a comment or a plugin, it shows this info board that the following number of comments or suggestions are unsaved, and you need to click on the save draft button to save them. You can this settings is enabled by default, but if you want to hide that info board, you can simply disable this by enabling the settings here. So let me show you also this in action. So here I have a post. If I select some text, add some test comment, so add some test reply. So here you can see that as we have added one comment, it shows that you have one unsaved comment, and also here if I add a suggestion, then it creates a board that you have one unsaved comment, and again if I add some new comment, so it keeps on showing. This will generally show you the number of unsaved comments and suggestions that you need to save by clicking on the save draft button. So now in order to disable this info board, you need to apply this following settings. And now when you reload this post and now again try to add some comment, then we can see that simply this comment board got displayed, that info board is now no longer displayed. So this is what this settings does. Now coming on to this third setting, here we can see that in this info board you can see that there are these two floating buttons displayed. So if I show you in this post, if I select some text, this floating buttons are displayed now. So you can either add a comment using this commenting icon displayed in this toolbar, or also using this add comment floating button. So if you want to disable this floating button, you need to just simply enable this particular setting. And now if I reload this post, then if I select some text, now that particular floating button is gone here. So this is what this settings does. So these are some of the general settings that are provided by the Multicollab plugin. Now coming on to another setting. So this setting basically, if you enable it, the main super admin of this site will be provided email notifications for all the actions that are performed via the Multicollab plugin, that is adding new comments or the suggestions, or adding replies, or resolving a comment, or resolving a suggestion, that is accepting or rejecting a suggestion. For all of the actions performed by anyone in this site, the super admin will be notified via an email notification. And we have also showed a setup guide where you can so you can access this and basically set up email notifications on your site. So moving on to the next settings, these are the publishing settings. So these are basically this. So what this settings does is, first of all, the remind. If you enable this, it will provide you an alert which will notify you that there are some existing unresolved comments and suggestions in this post. So if you want to go ahead and publish the post, it will ask you, and if you if you allow it, it will allow you to publish the post even with unresolved comments or suggestions. But if you enable the second setting, it will simply stop you from doing so. So if you have pending or unresolved comments or suggestions in the post, and if you try to publish the post, it will simply show you an alert that there are unresolved comments and suggestions. You cannot publish this post, and it will keep on showing you the alert whenever you try to publish the post until and unless you resolve all the comments and the suggestions. So let me show you this settings also in action. First of all, we'll try the remind one. So now I have enabled the remind one. So now here we have a few comment and suggestions added. So when we click on publish, it will show us this alert that there are few pending suggestions or comments in this post. Do you still want to publish the post? So it just asks you, and if you click on OK, it will simply publish the post even with unresolved comments and suggestions. Whereas here, if we enable the stop setting, so now that we have enabled the stop setting, now when we click on publish, it will show us again, it will show us the alert, but this time if we read this alert, you can see that you can't publish this post before resolving all the suggestions and comments. Please review and resolve all the suggestions and comments before moving forward. So it simply shows this alert that you need to resolve all of the comments and suggestions. So if we do so, again if I try, it will not allow me to publish the post, but if I do so, if I resolve the comment and also resolve a suggestion and then try to publish the post, you can see that it allowed us to publish the post. So this is how this two setting works. Now moving on. So in this here we have this global suggestion mode settings. So there is this, to understand it better, let me show you. So there is this suggestion edits toggle, which by default remains turned off whenever you create a new post. But if you enable this particular setting, so if you create any of the new post page or custom post, then it will turn on this suggest edits toggle by default. That means it will turn on the suggestion mode in the post by default. So this is what this settings does. And if you do not want to apply it globally, that is for all the pages for post and custom post types, you can enable the second option where it provides this particular global settings on the selected post categories. So if you enable this, currently I have no post categories, so it will show you all of the parent level and the child level categories on which you want to apply this global suggestion mode settings. And if you choose all of these categories and then save this, then it will simply enable, if you create post under those categories, if you assign categories to this post, it will by default enable the suggest edits toggle globally on all of that post categories. And also, and this third setting is to provide is to enable suggestion mode on all kinds of post pages or custom post types. So if you select post and then save this setting, then it will allow suggestion mode, and then it will automatically turn on the suggestion mode for all of the posts that are existing in the site. If you select pages as well, so it will do the same for the pages, and if you select custom post type, so it will do that same for the custom post type too. So this is what this setting does. And now moving on, here we have manage permission settings. So we basically the major features of the Multicollab is adding is to add comments, inline comments, and another one is to add suggestions. So we have permissions regarding those features. So what this first setting does is that if you enable, or if you currently it is enabled, so as a user I am able to add a comment here. If I select some text, I am able to see this commenting icon. But if I disable this particular permission for the user, then now If I select some text, the commenting icon is gone, so I won't be able to add a comment as the as you can clearly see what this permission is. So now when I again enable it and then check again, if I select some text, now you can see that the commenting icon is again displayed. So now I'll be allowed to add some new comment, and also I can add some new reply. So this is what this settings does. So this one, another one is the resolve comment. So here we can see that if it is enabled, you will see there is this resolve, this checkbox here which reads as mark as resolved. So if you enable this, if you click on this checkbox, then it will simply allow us to resolve this comment thread, that is if once this task is done, we can simply resolve this comment thread to remove this commenting highlight. So if I disable this particular permission, so this checkbox will be gone from here and the user won't be allowed to resolve the comment. So if we see this in action, so here we can see that the checkbox is gone here from this particular comment board. So now user is no longer to resolve the comment threads. He is just simply able to add new comments or add replies to existing comment threads here. So now let me add suggestions. So now you have added a few suggestions, and also let me add a few comments here. Yeah, so moving on to the permissions. So now if here we can see that this is the disable comment. So when we allow this enable this particular settings, it will disable all the commenting related features for that particular user role. So now that we have disabled it, here we can see that currently we can see the comment highlight as well as the comment board. But now if I reload this post, all of the comment board is being gone here from the post, and also the commented highlight is gone here. So this is what the settings does. It just simply removes the commenting, it just simply disables all the commenting related activities for the particular user role. And now if I again enable it, so now moving on, you will disable this add suggestions permission. So this will simply revoke the permissions of the users, the suggestion permissions for the user. So now here if we see, here earlier we used to see a suggest edits toggle here, but as we have removed that suggestion permission, that particular toggle has been gone. So user will not be able to add any new suggestions. So if I make it bold or italic, this will be simply be done as a normal formatting and not as a suggestion. And now again if we enable it and then disable this particular one, so if we disable the accept reject suggestion permission, so here we can see that when it is enabled, we are able to see this two options. The first one is the right tick and then cross icon. So this one, when we click on this, it simply accepts the suggestions, that is the suggestion will be applied to this particular post, and if we click on this cross, it will reject the suggestion. That means our suggestion will be rejected and no it will not be applied to the post. So now if I reload this post, So as we have disabled the accept reject permission for the user, here we can see that the ticks are the icons are no longer displayed. So now user is not able to accept or reject the suggestion. So this is what this permission does. And finally, when I disable suggestion permissions, so it will simply just what happened with the comment. All the commenting related features were revoked from the use for the user. Now the suggestion related features have been revoked from the user. So we are not able to see any of the suggestion highlights here, nor the suggestion boards. So this is the manage permissions module in the Multicollab plugin. And as we have activated the VIP plan, we can see that we can activate this following 6 languages, and all of this text will be translated according to the chosen language here. So if I show you this demo here in the settings, if I enable the Hindi language and then go into the dashboard, so once it is saved, let me go into the dashboard now. Yeah, so now we can see the text has been translated to Hindi. So Multicollab support simply this, all of this 7 languages, which is English is activated by default, and these are the other 6 languages that Multicollab supports, that Multicollab translates. So yeah, this is the Hindi language example. So let me switch it back to the English language again. So now moving on, now that we have covered up the settings part, here we can see that there is another tab called integrations. So this is only available in our VIP plan. So once you have bought the VIP plan and activated this, you will be shown this integrations tab. So in this integration tab, you can integrate the Multicollab plugin with the Slack here. So the Multicollab Slack app gets integrated with the Slack and provides you all of the notifications for this particular settings, that is add comment, add suggestions, resolve comment, and accept reject suggestions. So now if I enable all of this and connect to us, so once you click on connect, you will be, if you are not logged in into your workspace, you will be first redirected to an login or the sign up page, where you will simply log in into your workspace, and once you have logged in, you will be shown the list of workspace, and here into the channels, here we can see that you can see all of the channels, Slack channels that are in your workspace. So I will select one of the Slack channel and click on allow. So this will simply integrate the Multicollab Slack app in this particular channel, and it will show you. So here we have this Slack channel. So you can see that this particular Slack app got integrated with this particular Slack channel, and whatever the another actions we perform, that is like adding activities we perform, like adding comment, adding suggestion, resolving comment, and accepting rejecting suggestions, that notifications, that for that all of this activities when we perform, it will be pushed, it will be shown as a notification in your Slack channel. So let me demonstrate that too. So you have enabled the Slack integration. So now if I add a new comment, and added another new reply, and now if I click on save draft and go into the Slack channel. So you can see that on whatever the text that we added, the comment it is shown here, and whatever the comments and replies that we added, that are also shown in the Slack notification. So this is the Slack notification for this first activity, that is adding comment and adding replies to that comment thread. Now if I resolve this, another notification will be displayed here, that is resolve comment thread, and it will show us that this particular comment thread has been resolved by this particular user. So moving on to the third activity, that is adding suggestion. So now if I add some new suggestion, it is making this text bold and then clicking on save draft. So it shows us the notification regarding the suggestion that we have added. And also if we add comments or replies in this, and then click on save draft, so here we get the notification for that too. And finally, if I accept or reject this suggestion board, or if I accept this one and then click on save draft, so here we can see that again a notification is shown that the suggestion has been accepted by the following user. So these are the notifications that are sent to the user when they integrate the Multicollab plugin with the Slack. So once, if you don't want to integrate it, just simply, if you want to remove the Slack integration, just simply click on this disconnect button. And here if we go into the Slack, here we can see that now the integration has been removed and you will no longer receive any Slack notifications for all of these activities performed by the user. So this covers up the settings part and the integrations tab. So now let's move on to the core features of the plugin. So as I mentioned, Multicollab, the major features of the Multicollab plugin are commenting and suggestion. So here you can add inline comments. So just simply select some text that on which you want to add a comment or provide your editorial feedback, and just click on this comment button. Or you can either add a comment using this add comment floating icon, or there is another way by which you can add a comment. So there is this particular commenting shortcut for Mac. So if I select this text and then press the command key, the option key and the M key on the keyboard, then it allows us to add a comment. And if you don't want to add the comment using the shortcut, there are another two ways. First of all is using this commenting icon in the toolbar, and the second one is this add comment icon. So the default blocks that Multicollab supports for the commenting is all of these text blocks, excluding the code one and the classic one. Other than that, on all of these text blocks you can add comment. And moving on to the media, here on every media block you can also add a comment on the media files as well as on the media text. If I click on media in this file, I can add a comment on the media file too. So now here we will add a comment. Here we will create a comment thread. So once you have selected a text, click on the commenting icon and the commenting board is generated here. So now if I add some new comment and then click on comment, so if you want to save this comment or create a new comment thread, you can just simply click on this comment button, or if you want to discard your comment, you can click on this cancel button and the commenting highlighted, and this particular highlight will be removed here, and also this board will be gone. So now when we click on comment, our comment has been saved here. And there is also this particular section that we call the activity center. So this records all of the activities that are performed on this particular post. So now that we have added a comment, it is shown here in the activity center, and all of the other previous activities that we had done, we had added suggestions, and whatever the comments that we have added and resolved that are shown in this activity center. So this is the activity center of the Multicollab plugin. So now here, so now that we have added a comment, so whatever now we add is added as a reply. So you can either create new comments or add a new reply to the existing comment thread. So now if you want to make any changes into this particular reply, or just simply want to delete this reply, here you can click on this more options, this three dot options, and there are these two options, edit and delete. So if we click on edit, it will allow you to edit your particular your reply. So I will add some new text as edit, and once you have done, it will show you that this comment was edited. This particular reply comment was edited a few seconds ago. So I have edited it recently, so it is showing few seconds ago. But if you hover upon it, you can see the exact time and date of when it was edited. And now once you have edited it, now if you simply want to delete some other one, just click on delete this comment and click on save draft, and your comment will be deleted here. But in the activity, now it is not displaying here, but if we go into the activity center, you can see that this particular comment was added and later on deleted, as it shows it with this strike through mark. So this is the basic commenting thing. And also if you want to tag, if you want to mention some user, just simply press this @ symbol and you will get the list of all of the users that are present in your site. So I will tag some of the users, and here we can see that it shows this following checkbox that you can assign this particular comment thread to any of these users. You can see the list of all of the users that you have tagged, and if we click on this checkbox, so it will when we click on reply, it will assign this particular comment thread to this user. And here we can see the below message. If we just simply mention them, if we don't allow it, this particular there will be an email notification sent to all of these three users that you have been mentioned in this particular comment thread via an email notification. And if you simply click on assign, then an assign mail will be sent to this particular Allen user that you have been assigned a comment thread in this particular post. So now if we click on reply, here we can see that we can see this particular comment thread has been assigned to Allen Hilpert, and here also we can see, and in the activity center also we can see. So these are the all of the things. And now the last step is to, when you are done with all of the activities regarding the comments, editorial feedback are finished, you can just simply mark as resolve this comment thread. So this task is completed and the suggestion highlight is gone, and also the commenting board is gone. So here you can see that this particular comment thread has been marked as resolved. So this is all about the commenting feature. So now moving on, earlier I showed you that these are the suggestions. So you can, first of all, in order to add suggestions, you need to enable the suggestion mode. So by default, as I said, if we create a new post, by default the suggestion mode is off. So now, if in order to enable the suggestion mode to add suggestions, you can enable it by two ways. First of all, you can go into the activity center, you can go into the settings tab and then enable the suggestion mode from here. Or another easy way is to just enable the suggestion mode using this suggest edits toggle, using this suggest edits floating buttons. When you click on it, it shows that the suggestion mode is on, and the suggestion and on what blocks the suggestion mode works. So here the suggestion mode works on paragraph block. So the suggestion mode works on the paragraph block, the heading block, the list block, quotes block, pull quotes block, tab pre-formatted, and the verse block. And if you forget, when you enable the suggestion mode, this particular alert is displayed to you. So no need to worry about these blocks. So now here are some of the suggestions that you can add. First of all, there are this insertion suggestions, that is adding new text and deleting some text, adding spaces as suggestions, and then adding line breaks as suggestions. So these are all of the insertion suggestions that you can add when enabling the suggestion mode. And in this suggestion board also you can add replies, edit and delete them, then tag the users as I did in the commenting board. So I'll not display that feature, provide a demo of that earlier features. So this is the suggestions that work. Now other than the insertion suggestions, insertions and deletion suggestions, there are the formatting suggestions. So here if you select some text and then click on bold, it will create a bold suggestion. It will create an italic suggestion, underline suggestion if you select some text and add a link on it. Then it will create a link suggestion. So these are all the formatting suggestions. Whatever the format you select here, if you highlight the text here, it will create a highlight formatting suggestion. So all of these suggestions are not applied to this post until and unless you accept them. So if I go into the preview mode here, we can see that on this line we have added this particular text as a suggestion and deleted this one. So if we go into the preview mode, here we can see that none of those suggestions, we have added a text here, but that is not shown here, and we had deleted this one. And also at the bottom we had made this one bold, italic and underline. So until and unless if we accept the suggestions, that it won't be reflected in our post. So now if I accept this one and accept this one too, and then again see the preview, and here we can see that now the text has been added, this added text has been added, and the WordPress text has been removed. So this is the suggestion feature here. So in this also regarding the in this VIP plan, along with the commenting feature, we can also see that while adding a reply or a comment, we get this particular attach file icon. So when we click on this, it allows us to attach a file here. All of the WordPress supported file formats we can attach on the comments here. So if I click this image and then add some comment, so this file will be attached with that particular reply or the comment, and the user can view here in the activity center too. So this is one of the features, attach upload document feature, that is provided by the VIP plan, that comes bundled with the VIP plan. And one was with the other feature which comes with the VIP plan is the Slack integration, and the third one is the multilingual feature, and the other one is the accept all reject all feature. So when it comes to suggestions, if you have multiple suggestions and if you approve all of them or reject all of them, then if you normally try to do so, here you need to manually accept and reject all of these suggestions one by one. But if you approve or reject all of the suggestions, you can just simply go into the activity center, and in this you get these two options, accept all and reject all. So if you click on accept all, it will accept all of the suggestions. So let me click on accept all. So if here we can see that we have in total of 10 suggestions, open suggestions. So if I click on accept all, you can see that the number of suggestions that is accepted here is 10. Exactly, that was added by us, and it simply accepted all of the suggestions at once. No need to manually go and then accept all of the suggestions. So this is another great feature that comes bundled with the VIP plan, and this saves a lot of time for the user. So now that we have covered the major feature, the commenting and the suggestion one, and all of the other VIP bundled features, so now let's move on to the another aspect of the Multicollab plugin, that is this activity center. So as I shown you, this activities tab displays all of the activities that is performed in this particular post by all of the users. That is adding comments, adding replies, editing, deleting replies, comments, resolving comments, accepting, rejecting suggestions. All of that activities are highlighted here, so you don't miss out on any of the activities that are performed by the user. So this is what this activity tab shows. Another one is the settings one. So first of all, as I showed you, the first option is to enable the suggestion mode. So we had already learned about that. And the second option is to hide suggestion. So let me add some new suggestions first in order to so here we have a few suggestions. So now when I enable this particular toggle, it will simply hide the suggestion text, suggestion highlights, as well as the suggestion boards. And if I disable this, again the suggestion boards are displayed and the suggestion highlights are also displayed. And the other setting is hiding comments. So if I enable this, it will simply hide the commented text highlight, and also hide the commenting board here. So this is what this settings does. And now here, moving on to the third tab, that is the summary tab. So this simply shows us the report of the comments and the suggestions added and accepted and rejected and resolved. So in total we had added 4 comments here. From that, 1 is open and 3 of them are resolved. And it also shows the list of collaborators that have added comments. Particularly at this moment I have logged in with the single user, so it is showing only this one. But if more users collaborate on this particular post by adding comments and suggestions, they will be displayed here in this list of collaborators in both comments and suggestions. And moving on to the suggestions, as I mentioned, there are 3 types of suggestions: insertion, deletion, and formatting. So here it shows us the list of insertion suggestions, deletion suggestions, and formatting suggestions being added into this post, and the list of open suggestions, accepted suggestions, rejected suggestions, and the total suggestions that is added in the post. So this simply summarizes the data regarding the commenting and the suggestion that had been added in this particular post. So this is here. This is our commenting and the suggestion feature. And another new feature is to invite non-WordPress users to collaborate on this particular post. So if we go into this invite to collaborate, if we click on this particular invite to collaborate button, it opens this pop-up where you can simply invite an user to collaborate. So now that we have selected this user, we can provide this to user access. So if we provide the viewer access, the user will only able to view the particular post. he can do nothing, just view the particular post. I'll show you this also. So first we provide the viewer access to this particular user, and if you click on this notify people, you can simply send some message with the notifying the user that you have been invited to collaborate on this particular post. So we are leaving as it is now, and then when we click on send, an email notification has been sent to that particular user. So also here we can copy the link of the user too. So in practical sense, when the user receives the email, he will click on the link, and then he will be redirected to this particular post. So you will simply copy the link. This is the link, the same link that will be sent to the user via the email. So we have copied that, and now here I open a new tab. I've pasted that particular link, and now here I have the access of this post, but only as a viewer. So I can do nothing, I can can't select this particular content. I can just simply view this boards, but add nothing, do nothing, just view it as the access role suggests here. So the another access that we can provide the collaborator is the commenter access. So when we provide this commenter access, and again reload this post here, so now the user has the commenter access, that is the user can add new comments or add replies to the existing comments, but cannot resolve them, just simply add comments. So now here I'm adding a new comment as a guest user. Also I'll be creating a new comment thread, adding a new comment as a guest user slash collaborator, and also adding a new reply. So I think I had edited some comment. Let me reload this again. So our first comment reply has been saved. So let me again try to add a new comment here. So yeah, so here if I add a new comment, so here I have created a new comment as a guest user, and now if we go into the post and again take the access of this post, then here we can see that we can see this particular comment that has been added by the collaborator, the guest user, and we can also see the reply of that has been added by the guest user. So this is one of the other features, that you can invite a collaborator, a guest user, a non-WordPress user, to collaborate with you in this particular post. So this is how it works. So these cover ups all of the features of the Multicollab plugin. So there are other few features also. Other than the normal commenting and suggestions, you can apply suggestions on a commented text too. So here is a commented text, so you can apply suggestions on a commented text. And you can simply add comments on a suggestion also. So this, we have this suggestion here. If I select this suggestion, so I can add comment on a suggestion text too. So these are some of the advanced feature of the Multicollab plugin that goes with the suggestion and the commenting feature. And here, as a user, if you experience any of the issues while accessing a plugin, you can simply provide us this feedback by clicking on this feedback button. You can add the particular message, add the particular issue that you have been facing by explaining us, and then attach a screenshot of the video of the issue that you have been facing. And when you click on the submit button, it will send us an it will provide us an email notification that the user has experienced some particular issue, and then we can resolve it later and provide you with a fix to that solution. And while you are sending us this feedback, this following information will be collected by us in order which provides us convenience in order to debug the issue. So this is the Multicollab. These are the features that are provided by the Multicollab plugin. And again, now if we go into the plugin dashboard here, so this particular, first of all, we are landed on this dashboard. So this dashboard simply lists all of the activities that are performed on all of the post pages. This provides us the site-wide activities performed by the users using the Multicollab plugin. So yeah, this shows us the data of all of the post pages, custom post types, all of them, and then we can filter out this data using all of these filters here. If we want the data of the post, we can filter out pages, custom post type. And here, if we open this reports tab, in this reports tab too, this reports tab shows us the last 3 activities that are performed on a post. So these were the last 3 activities performed by a particular user on this particular post. So this shows us that last 3 activities and the number of open suggestions and comments, number of resolved comments, and in total number of comments and suggestions added on that post. And here, if we have other few options in this dashboard, clicking on this logo, it will simply redirect you to our website. Also, if we click on this, here you will be redirected to our particular post section, the blog section. In this you will get, here you can see our blog, which so in our 3.3 what new features we have included, you can access them. And if we click on this help tab, you will be redirected to our the documentation page, where you can learn about the you will provided a guide to use the Multicollab plugin. And moving on, here if we click on this contact, you will be redirected to a contact us page, where you can simply contact us for the support. That you can provide us the message and our support team will contact you as soon as possible. And if we click on this feedback here you can provide us the feedbacks, that is if you want feedbacks regarding new features that you want us to include in our future releases, the bug, if you want to suggest any new enhancements, or if you want to report any bug, you can simply report them here. And there is another option, that is this feedback form. As I shown you, you can just simply fill this up and then provide your issues or feedbacks or whatever you want to share with us. And this is it with the Multicollab plugin version 3.3. So yeah, these are all of the features that are bundled with the Multicollab premium plugin and with the VIP plan. And yeah, this is it. Thank you.